Hey everybody, and welcome to another edition of Where the Heck Are the Albans? And where the heck are the Albans? Well, as far as the vlog is concerned, we are still in Hannibal, Missouri. If you watched the last vlog, we had just exited the boyhood home of Mark Twain, and we are crossing the street and about to go into Becky Thatcher's house. So that's where this one picks up. We're going to see Becky Thatcher's house, Sam Clemens' dad's law office, and then some of the downtown streets of Hannibal. So enjoy. Here it is, Becky Thatcher's house. Okay, so we are directly out of Tom Sawyer's house, and across the street, Becky Thatcher's home.
This is Becky Thatcher talking. I have been asked to say a few words about Tom Sawyer, as I knew him. Tom and I started to school at the same time. He was 7, and I was 6. He was much like the average boy, full of pranks, and often played hooky from school. He also had the habit of a great many American boys, to have his pockets filled with articles of trade and included everything. Our first meeting was when Tom turned handsprings in front of our home and accidentally struck me on the head. Humorous. Not what he said or the stories he told were particularly so, but he had a drawling, appealing voice, which made his talk impress his hearers. And the same stories told by others fell flat was in later life. I believe the life led by Mark Twain on the river caused him to dream his stories and weave into them the happy childhood days spent.
There she is. That is the real Becky Thatcher.
Good night.
They're taking the character cards.
Imagine growing up in Hannibal. Who will you be? Choose your character, take a card, and you can keep your card.
You have to be Jim.
I have to be Jim?
Well, because we already picked our.
Oh, okay. For everybody else.
One hand fishing in the river and hoping for
So what you do is you take your card and your character, and you read all about your life in Hannibal at each one of the stations. And it will tell you all about your character.
You have the life of freedom.
I would have been a slave child that lived and works in Aunt Polly's house.
Would be cranked into the press.
What you would do around the
Large
house.
lever
Maybe.
would apply pressure and transfer the ink.
You don't have to worry about housework since your family has slaves.
Next, the bid was
But you
cranked
watch them
down.
work so
The
you
sheet
know
of
how to
paper
run your own
lifted
household.
off. The process
I don't have many
repeated for as many
children
copies
since
of the
Jim does
paper
now.
as
Aunt
were
Polly's
needed.
sometimes punishes me by making me work.
So the different stations are like, how do you spend your day? And it would tell you what you would do as each character. Go to school or work all day and play hooky and so forth. Growing up fast,
Aunt Polly's only slave.
you would either wind up in school, or if you were poor, or of course a slave, you would be working.
And by so doing, learned a lot of spelling, grammar, punctuation, and writing styles.
This station tells you working around the house what you would actually wind up doing around the house. That took a while. Imagine you're a house slave in 1850 Hannibal. You're the first one up in the morning and the last one to go to bed. And most of the day you ran errands and worked around the house. Look around, see some of the housework that you'll be doing today. Young Sam Clemens was an apprentice printer. It does show a little movie if you hit that little button over there. talked about working for wages.
That's how you spend your day. You save your time, you like time, you hate school. Aunt Colin makes you go and you play hooky when you can. Monday morning was fun, Tom Sawyer was miserable. Monday morning's always fun, he so because it began
This
to
talks
worry,
about
so
going to
suffering in
school.
I think your mom would come from.
If you're like Huck, you really go to school. Only when a widow Douglas makes you, school is too civilized.
Here's the
He did not have to go to school or church or
try
college.
punishment 1850 style. So you broke in a school rule. One of these would have been your punishment. You would write lines, and you would write "I obey" 100 times. You'd wear a dunce cap and a full stool in a corner. You'd have to stand on a block and balance for 2 hours. Or you got the switch or cane.
So one there and then
Aren't
one
you
here.
glad teachers don't use these anymore?
And then the ones here would just.
You get a
use
big
their
spanking with one of those.
Chalkboards, little chalkboards.
Oh, I can afford that.
See where the word was right into your right hand only.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. Poor lefties.
Uh-oh, I'd be in trouble.
Yeah.
Luckily, my grandfather was also left-handed, so he just.
Oh,
The
that's
school
good.
rules
That's
are
good.
arrive on
Like, no, this is
time,
how you do it.
remove your hat,
Today is
sit in your proper place, speak only when spoken to, write with your right hand. You obey your teachers at all times. So if you were left-handed and you tried to write with your left hand, you would have been punished. Look at the costumes. Becky and Tom. This is Hannibal's Tom and Becky program. I think they pick a new kid or a new set of kids every year.
The outdoors is close to the season. They had a little.
Here's some of the things
I see you wasting your money.
from her childhood. Ceramic dolls,
You're good.
look at the marbles.
Home sweet home. If you're like Becky, your home is large, comfortable, and you have your own room and your own slave to clean it. And if you're like Tom, your home is small, cramped house, but you have to share a room with your brother Sid.
If you're like Huck, almost anywhere you find a dry place for the night, your favorite sleeping spot is a hogshead, a big empty barrel.
And if you're like Jim, some blankets on the floor of your master's kitchen so you are ready to begin the next day's chores.
Some of the some of the things they used to play, they'd play with tops. Blind man's bluff.
No, don't knock it. You see how they're red? Which one?
They'd make kites. They'd shoot marbles.
And things to live with.
Thank you for visiting the Becky Thatcher House. Exit through the gift shop.
I'm taking this with me.
This is the
You got a free souvenir right there. Here's the card.
exit.
So how was your life?
She was good.
You had a good
Except-
life, didn't you?
No.
Who were you?
Sucky life.
You were Huck then?
Yeah.
Kinda had a sucky. I was Jim. I had a real sucky life.
Yeah, you're the worst life.
Were you Tom?
I
Becky?
was Tom. I was okay.
So you were pretty much okay.
That's perfect.
Look at they got a treehouse place set, Lincoln
Right, yeah,
logs.
and then you put that, what?
It's kind of cool. All sorts of books again.
He wouldn't be interested in like this.
All right.
It's a magnifying glass. Binoculars. He used to
On
like
to the next place. Okay, so this is the law offices of Sam's father. So John Marshall Clemens, Mark Twain's father, was a justice of the peace during the 1840s, and this was his office. There's an upstairs. And there's his desk.
1843, Sam Clemens played hooky from school. Afraid to go home that night, he crept into this building to sleep. As he laid here, the moon rays through the window revealed a corpse on the floor. It was a man who had been stabbed in the breast. Sam later said, I went out that window and I carried the sash along with me. I did not need the sash, but it was handier to take it than leave it, so I took it.
course, there is photo ops, and this is one of the biggest photo ops here in the town. Is you can come over to Tom Sawyer's fence, and here he stood and convinced all of his friends that this was a fun thing to do. And there they are.
Turn around and look at me.
Whitewashing the fence. So we just recreated a picture that we took here when Vivian was about 2 years old, I guess. So now you're 13, so 11 years later, I'll show you both pictures. Famous picture of Samuel Clemens when he came back and visited his boyhood home, and he's standing right there in that doorway. So we are gonna go down here around the corner and down a couple blocks, and there is an art gallery down there. And they have the original Norman Rockwell paintings that he did of Hannibal and of the Tom Sawyer, I can't even speak today.
Sawyer.
Tom Sawyer stories. So this Hickory Sticks gift and quilt shop was one of the very first stores in Hannibal. It was opened by Henry Collins in a log cabin on this site in 1839. He advertised country produce taken in exchange of goods. This is on the National Register of Historic Places. February 27th, 1839, this was the new cash store. And the building, this building over here, was constructed in 1836 by Joshua Mitchell. It was one of the very first brick commercial store houses in Hannibal. That is fascinating. This building was constructed in 1836 by Abner Nash, the aged and needy postmaster of Tom Sawyer's. Nash's son, Tom, was a lifelong friend of Sam Clemens. In the newspaper of 1848, the building was described as a large commodious house, storehouse. Commodious. I can't talk today. So here's the Mark Twain Book and Gift Shop, souvenirs, t-shirts, books and gifts, and an art gallery. Okay, this is a beautiful museum. This is the Mark Twain History Museum. Okay, and that's where we're going to stop the vlog today. Tomorrow's vlog is going to be of the Mark Twain Museum. Fascinating stuff in there. Such a fun museum. So I wanted to make that one a vlog all of its own. and then we should pretty much be done with Hannibal, Missouri. As always, if you liked what you saw today, please give us a big old thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe down below. And we'll see you guys next time on Where the Heck Are the Albans? Bye-bye, everyone.